The UK and EU have agreed on a deal to operate on the border of Northern Ireland that will ease the movement of goods after January, signalling a major breakthrough in faltering Brexit talks. Traders moving agri-food products from Britain to Northern Ireland would be exempt from requiring export health certificates for a period of at least 3 months to ease the new trade rules. The Trusted Trade scheme will also mean exemptions from tariffs for up to 98% of goods. But the EU has secured a veto if it is not satisfied with the way the scheme is operating, whereby it can trigger an emergency break through the EU-UK Joint Committee, according to RTE Europe editor Tony Connolly. He tweeted, "If the EU is not satisfied with the way the scheme is operating, it can trigger an emergency break through the EU-UK Joint Committee, which is tasked with implementing the Northern Ireland Protocol. The agreement will also see UK customs databases monitored by the EU." Mr. Connolly added, EU member states will also be entitled to monitor UK customs databases within their own capitals as part of their surveillance of goods entering Northern Ireland, and thereby entering the rest of the single market. The news comes after the British government agreed to remove some of the more controversial elements of the Internal Market Bill after an agreement was met with the EU. Prime Minister Boris Johnson enraged the EU by requesting the powers to breach international law in overriding parts of the withdrawal agreement divorce deal in the UK Internal Market Bill, arguing it was needed to protect the trading relationship between Great Britain and Northern Ireland in the event of no deal. But Mr. Gove and Mr. Sifkovic said in a statement that an agreement in principle had been reached on all issues and that the government would withdraw the controversial clauses of the bill. The agreement covers issues including border checks on animal and plant products, the supply of medicines and deliveries of chilled meats and other food products to supermarkets. There was also clarification on the application of rules on state subsidies. Mr. Sifkovic said he hoped the agreement would provide positive momentum for the trade talks, although he acknowledged the two sides were still very far apart. Mr. Gove, who will set out further details in Parliament today, said businesses in Northern Ireland would get the best of both worlds with EU single market access and unfettered access to Great Britain. The cabinet minister also warned the EU will have to give ground if there is to be any hope of a breakthrough in crunch talks between Mr. Johnson and Brussels top official. He said of Wednesday's meeting between Mr. Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen offered the chance to thrash out the issues which still divide the two sides. The pair's dinner in Brussels comes as time is running out to reach a trade deal before the current transitional arrangements expire at the end of the month. There have been pessimistic briefings from both sides ahead of the face-to-face talks, with UK sources acknowledging an agreement may not be possible and the EU's negotiator, Michel Barnier, warning the bloc's foreign ministers that a no-deal scenario is more likely than an agreement. Asked about Mr. Barnier's gloomy assessment, Mr. Gove said, "No, I don't think it is right to say that yet. I think that tonight there is an opportunity for the Prime Minister and Ursula von der Leyen, and they have a good relationship, to thrash out a potential way through."